In a surprising twist that has sent ripples across Major League Baseball (MLB), Japanese superstar Shohei Ohtani has dropped a bombshell. Speaking candidly to reporters following a recent game, Ohtani humbly admitted, he's no longer the only one, referring to a growing field of MVP-caliber talent rising in the 2025 season. His comments have left fans, analysts, and even rival players speculating, is Ohtani bowing out of the MVP race voluntarily? Is he genuinely conceding dominance, or is this the calm before another Ohtani storm? According to US media, there's more to his statement than modesty. He's issuing a challenge, claimed one sports columnist at The Athletic. This is Ohtani's way of fueling the fire. The 2025 MVP race, no longer a one-man show. For the past 3 seasons, Shohei Ohtani has reigned supreme in MLB. A two-way phenom with unparalleled stats both at the plate and on the mound, he has been the undisputed face of modern baseball. But 2025 has introduced a new chapter, and with it, new challengers. Young stars like Baltimore's Jackson Holliday, Houston's Kyle Tucker, and the Yankees' rejuvenated Aaron Judge have each made their own cases for the MVP award. But the real storm has come from Atlanta, where 24-year-old Venezuelan infielder Diego Ramirez has turned the National League upside down. Ramirez, whose batting .338 with 34 home runs and 95 RBIs by early August, is being hailed as a once-in-a-generation slugger in his own right. His explosive power and highlight reel defense have made him the talk of baseball. When asked about Ramirez during a press conference, Ohtani smiled and said simply, "Greater than, he's amazing. He deserves all the attention. He's no longer the only one." Is Ohtani really stepping aside? While the quote might sound like a gentle concession, US media have interpreted it quite differently. Fox Sports analyst Joe Medwick broke it down on national TV. Greater than, that's not surrender. That's Shohei doing what he always does, acknowledging greatness while quietly preparing to dominate again. This is his subtle way of throwing down the gauntlet. Others echoed that sentiment. ESPN's Jeff Passan suggested that Ohtani's statement was more psychological than philosophical. Greater than, every time he praises someone, he follows it up with something historic, just wait. Could that be true again? Is Ohtani about to go on a run? After all, his 2025 season, while slightly below his 2023 MVP level, is still absurd by any metric. Batting average, .293. Home runs, 29. RBIs, 76. ERA as a pitcher 2.88. Strikeouts, 162 over 128 innings. The challenge is out there. If Ohtani is indeed issuing a challenge, who's his target? Ramirez is the obvious pick, but the season's MVP race is far from binary. Baseball writer Molly Knight posed the question bluntly. Greater than, why do we always assume Ohtani needs the MVP? He's already a legend. Maybe he's daring the rest of MLB to keep pace. In an era where athletes often self-promote, Ohtani remains quiet, reserved, and modest. That humility, however, often masks an intense competitive fire. Just last month, when critics began to speculate that he was cooling down, he responded by launching 4 home runs and pitching 8 scoreless innings in a single week. Fans react. Our king is just getting started. Predictably, social media exploded with reactions to Ohtani's comments. On X, formerly Twitter, hashtags like #Ohtani Challenge and #StillTheKing trended within hours. One fan wrote, "Greater than, every time Ohtani says something humble, it means he's about to drop a grand slam and strike out 10. We know the pattern." Another joked, "Greater than, he's just sandbagging us. Next week, he'll hit for the cycle and throw a no-hitter." Japanese fans were equally vocal. On Japanese forums and news platforms, thousands of messages poured in, expressing support and excitement. Greater than, Ohtani-sama wa mata honki yanai. One post read, "Ohtani hasn't even gotten serious yet." Media frenzy. The most humble provocation in sports. CNN Sports called Ohtani's comment, the most humble provocation in sports history. The Washington Post even ran a headline. Greater than, Shohei Ohtani, master of quiet trash talk. Sports psychologists chimed in as well. Dr. Ellis Crawford, who specializes in athlete behavior, explained. Greater than, Ohtani's statement reflects layered confidence. When he acknowledges others, he elevates the sport while reinforcing his role at its summit. He added, greater than, make no mistake, Ohtani wants to win everything, always. This is just his style of warfare. What's next for Ohtani? With nearly 2 months left in the regular season, Ohtani has ample time to surge. And based on his past behavior, a quiet period usually precedes a historic performance. In 2022, after a slow July, Ohtani exploded in August with 9 home runs and 3 pitching wins. In 2023, he won AL MVP unanimously despite missing the final stretch with injury. And now, in 2025, he seems poised to do it again. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts recently commented, he doesn't need to chase anything. But the moment someone else heats up, Shohei gets that spark. He loves the pressure. Ramirez responds, it's an honor. Diego Ramirez, the man most often compared to Ohtani in 2025, took the comment in stride. I grew up watching Ohtani highlights, he told reporters in Atlanta. Just to be mentioned in the same breath is an honor. He went on to praise Ohtani's work ethic and versatility, adding, what he does, no one else does. Not yet, anyway, but when asked if he thinks he could win MVP over Ohtani, Ramirez smiled. That's up to the voters. I just want to keep hitting. The bigger picture, Ohtani's legacy continues. Even if he doesn't win MVP in 2025, Shohei Ohtani's impact on baseball is already cemented. He changed how the game is played, and how it's imagined. He opened the door for more two-way players. He became a global icon across Asia, America, and Latin America. He brought a level of humility and discipline rarely seen in modern sports. And now, as new stars rise, he's still shaping the narrative, not with bluster, but with calm, calculated words. He's no longer the only one. Those 6 words may seem like a surrender, but in Ohtani's world, they're more likely the opening act of a comeback. Final thoughts. Is the MVP race over? Not even close. While many have interpreted Shohei Ohtani's statement as a step back, it's more accurately a step aside, for now. With his skills, drive, and habit of responding to pressure with historic performances, it's too early to count him out. The 2025 MVP race is no longer a one-man sprint, it's a marathon with multiple elite runners. But if history has taught us anything, it's this: never bet against Ohtani. And if US media is correct, that he's issuing a challenge, then baseball fans are in for a spectacular conclusion to the season. Brace yourselves. The king may have spoken humbly, but he's not done roaring yet.